Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball. Get up, get out of here, gone, but never forgotten.
At the old ball game. Thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome into a very special edition of Big 12 Sports Saturday. I'm joined by Stephanie Sutton and Drew Olson, and today we are remembering a legend, the man himself, Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker.
The legendary broadcaster, affectionately known as Mr. Baseball. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Uecker grew up loving baseball and made his major league debut with his hometown team, the Milwaukee Braves, in 1962.
A pop foul. They catch a Uecker under it, and we have two down.
He's still treated like a guy, like one of the players. That's a big time for me. Just like now. This is really good. This is really good.
Look, we are nowhere near done honoring Mr. Baseball. Still ahead, our favorite stories from Uecker. And next, the impact he had on generations of Brewers players. But first, before we go to break, a look back on the day Bob Uecker was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
I remember Gene Mauch doing things to me at Philadelphia. I'd be sitting there and he'd say, grab a bat and stop this rally. Send me up there without a bat and tell me to try for a walk. Look down at the third base coach for a sign and have him turn his back on you.
Am I gonna miss it? Because every time that I see Uecker, we shake hands, but different. I mean, we're talking about like a guy like 20, 28, 30 years old, shake hands when a guy like 80 years old, and we shake hands, but not like this, like we grab like this, like for the forearm, like really hard.
Fame had told him this is a tight show, and the Hall of Fame told him, Bob, you have 10 minutes. He said, I can't do my act in 10 minutes. And they said, well, try to keep it tight. Well, my friend Hal McCoy got the Writers Award before Bob, and he told the story. Hal had been stricken with an optical nerve stroke, and he had been rendered almost blind, and he was going to quit, but then he persevered because a couple players called him and told him, you can't quit, you have to keep going. And Bob followed Hal, and it was kind of like a somber moment right there. And Bob, he opened his speech, and he ad-libbed the first line and said, in deference to Hal McCoy, I had people tell me to quit hundreds of times during my career. And the whole place, 20,000 people went up for grabs.
I was lucky enough, as you can see there, to interview Bob Uecker a handful of times. In fact, right there was his 80th birthday at the Brewers on Deck, and I thought that was pretty cool.
But my last day on the Brewers broadcast, he gave me this. You can see it right there. It's his scorecard from my first Brewers broadcast. And to him, he did this for 54 years. That's what, roughly 60,000 scorecards he filled out. This means nothing. This is just another one in a pile of really cool, very nicely written scorecards. But man, that meant so much to me. We leave you tonight with the moment Bob Uecker closed down County Stadium, saying goodbye to a Brewers old friend, almost as if Brewers Nation was saying goodbye to our old friend, Bob Uecker.
Tonight is the final curtain. It's time to say goodbye. We will never forget you, for what was will always be. So long, old friend. And good night, everybody.